Hi everyone, I'm the Tax Pro, and today I'm going to show you how to make a customer inactive within QuickBooks Online. So this is our QuickBooks Online dashboard. First thing we're going to do is navigate to the customer list. We're going to go to My Apps, Customer Hub, and Customers. My preference is to navigate through that left-hand menu because it's easier, it's always there. And then you have a consistent way to navigate. So today we're going to be deleting Green Family Company. We're going to make them inactive. Technically, these contacts never go away. You can always filter and find them by going up to this gear icon and go to include inactive. That point in time, these deleted contacts, these are contacts that have been made inactive. These ones have been made inactive from merging, but we're gonna make the Green Family Company inactive by just telling QuickBooks we want it to be inactive. So a couple of things here. If this balance was 0, we could easily just come over here and click make inactive. Because Green Family Company is showing a balance, QuickBooks is going to give us a notice. It's going to say, hey, there's an open balance. If you go ahead and make this customer inactive, we're going to create an adjusting entry. If you're okay with that, you can click yes, make inactive. If you're not, we're going to click cancel. I'm going to show you what would happen if we were to say, yes, make inactive. I've already done this once with this customer, and then I made them active again. Now, if you delete them or you make them inactive and they have a balance, QuickBooks will adjust it out. And then if you go in and you make that customer active again, it will not reverse the adjustment. So if you have a client that's inactive, you make them active again, they will come back with a $0 balance, okay? It will not reverse the adjustment that QuickBooks does. The adjustment that QuickBooks is going to do for you is the credit memo. So I had this $2,250 balance. I made this company inactive. When that happens, QuickBooks automatically made this credit memo. It reduced sales. So you're going to see right here that it made a credit memo and it sent it to sales. So when it comes to the effect that this has on your taxes, if you are a cash basis company, this will not have an effect, okay? This will not have an effect on your taxes. If you are filing your taxes on an accrual basis, this is going to show up on your accrual reports. The proper way, according to GAAP and accounting standards, is to write this off to bad debt expense. This $2,250, it's not necessarily wrong. When it comes to, like, if you're a cash basis small business, this isn't incorrect per se. It's not correct for GAAP purposes, and it's not my preference, but it's not necessarily incorrect. Okay, so you can live with this if you are, especially if you're a cash basis company. That's fine, you can live with it, it's all good. Because it's not going to show up on your tax return. If you're an accrual basis company, my preference would be that you take it to bad debt expense. And the way that you do that is, so we're looking at writing off this $4,001.50. We are going to create a new transaction, and we are going to create a credit memo, okay? But instead of taking it to sales, we are actually going to create a bad debt expense item. So we're going to take this bad debt expense. We are going to make it a service. So you have these options. We're going to make it a service. We can add a new category if we want. You don't have to, but we can do, bad debt. And then we are going to look at our income account. And we are actually going to go in and assign this to an expense account. Probably another expense. Let's see if it doesn't have a good category here. So we can just go in and just tag it as an other miscellaneous expense. This is going to have it sit down below your operating line. Okay, so we're going to save and close this. So now this is actually going to hit your bad debt expense account. We're going to put the amount that we want to write off, save and close, and then with this credit memo, let's go back to the customer. So now Green Family Company, they're sitting at $0. You can see right here, we have this credit memo. It has been applied. This payment was recorded to apply those two together. Everything is closed out. We have $0 balances. We can go in and we can make this inactive. Okay, and now what we have done is we have recorded a bad debt expense. When we now go to the customer page, you'll see that this is deleted, and it'll show up because right now I'm filtering to include inactive, but when I uncheck that, so I don't want to see the inactive anymore, this is what's going to show up. That company's gone, okay? Now, if we go to our reports and we take a look at our profit and loss, you are going to notice that we are going to have a bad debt expense show up. Now, let me show you the cash basis first, and then I'll show you the accrual basis. It is sitting on our cash basis P&L. It is underneath other expenses. So you'll see there that it's there. We just know that this is not a true cash transaction, okay? It's also gonna show up on your accrual basis. So with cash, you would back that out. It's not a true cash transaction. With accrual basis, if you file your taxes on an accrual basis, this is gonna be an expense, okay? So you're gonna keep this expense down here. So that's how you make customers inactive. Later down the road, if you decide that you wanna make this customer active again, maybe, they come in and they're like, oh, sorry, we, maybe got new owners or something along those lines. And you're like, okay, I'm going to work with these individuals again. You can go to your customer list. You can filter it to include inactive, and you can just click make active. And this company will come back. So we'll see it even if we're not showing inactive. And it's going to have a $0 balance. Okay? And we'll go ahead. We'll see this company right here, or this, this customer, which happens to be a company, and we'll see all the invoices and the credit memos and all that good stuff. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please consider giving us a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.